Hey, man, welcome back. In case you haven't noticed, we did not put out a podcast last week. The Unravelin Gravelin was sidelined due to the females calling the shots. A little bit of panic.
COVID-19.
Someone we know tested positive. So then a couple more people had to get tested, which overlapped onto this last Wednesday. And we weren't allowed to come in until everybody knew what was going on with COVID. But like I've said, this is Unravelin Gravelin. That's Matt. I'm Matt. That's Brandon.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked being grounded for a little bit, huh? It's been a while since I got grounded. No, you guys can't go outside and play.
You just get
You want to come help me?
Actually, yeah, I could go outside and do anything she wanted. I just couldn't go hang out with my brother.
Man, you guys are just going to jump off, piss off the old ladies right from the get-go?
And my old lady's like, no, you cannot go mow with him.
Yeah, man, I had to unload everything by myself. Those apartments, the other house, south side, mom, and then the farm. I just mowed for a week straight.
You were out haying. Also,
yeah, just about. But I don't know. Then I got to thinking, though, it was one of the few. It's the only time I've ever been grounded from my brother. I've been grounded with you a half dozen times.
Right.
more than that, I'm pretty sure you guys. Well, maybe not together.
Maybe at the same time,
sharing.
but when we were sharing, we did the same thing wrong. We never got caught doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But if we shared a room for most of the times, too, so
Yeah.
if I was grounded, you'd still in your room.
And still playing video games and shit, right?
Yeah. And I just have to watch, like usual.
Yeah. You better shut up before I choke you with this. Hey, I mean, trying not to take a fight with you these days.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't remember you two being grounded at the same time.
Oh, I'm sure it had to have happened.
I don't think so. He was a late bloomer to screwing up.
You were just late catching on.
What do you mean, man?
You got to draw home with a cause before I ever did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sixth grade.
Dude.
What are you out doing? I'm fucking sixth grade and not looking for pussy a couple towns over. You're already looking for pussy, dude?
That's right.
I mean, that's
But
not what
they
he
didn't
said
bring
to
you to my house, though.
No.
No.
Yeah, they brought you up to.
But they called you guys.
Yeah, they called. And then that's when we knew. We were like, that little...
Yeah,
but
the
you
cop
were-
was like, where does your stepmom work? And I was like, I don't know. I just know it's a
somewhere.
fucking nursing home somewhere around here. And then they finally got Mount Vernon. They're like, but where is it? It's like, I don't know. She just started working there. I don't know what it's called. There's 3 of them, right? They called the first one. She don't work there. And dude just looks at me like... And then he dropped me off, and I didn't hear nothing about that. I walked home, cool. Boom. Where were you at? I was like,
Nowhere.
this person had, nah, you weren't. I'm like, fuck.
They know.
Yeah. I forgot all about that. That's a good time. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure during it was a good time.
Well, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
It was late, yeah, man. We were calling everyone for a ride, dude.
Called me. It was already too late for me.
How did you get over there?
Fuck, I don't even remember who.
Oh. You got a ride from someone, an
And
older
then they,
person?
Yeah.
and then they left.
Oh, I got
Right?
Yeah, they just dropped us off, and they're like, yeah, we'll come back and pick you up. We're like, all right, cool. And we're like, hey, and then he never answered.
you. And that's why you should never get your kid a cell phone when they're in 4th grade. You had way too much freedom there, huh?
What are you talking about? He was walking to Mark Twain hella far.
Yeah, 2nd grade, dude.
You don't want to have a cell phone, but you could get kidnapped 19 blocks
That-
away.
Kidnapping's overrated if you do the numbers.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
what?
still,
1
I
in
was-
7.5
I was
million.
walking like 2
Well, I was going to say
miles. That
4
was
and
like a mile
5
and a
times
half.
with somebody that knows you or something.
No, 1.7. 1 in 7.5 million to be kidnapped by someone you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a weird stat to know, but
Well, the whole thing was when I was a kid, man, I'd get locked out of the damn house, apartment, whatever we were living in, trailer, didn't matter. Wherever we were living, Be like, I'd wake up and be like, get the fuck out. And you'd leave and you'd hear I can't get back in. I can't get nothing to eat. Can't get nothing to drink. I was drinking out of garden hoses from the neighbors.
Everybody's drunk out of the garden hose. Because the door was never locked, though.
But today, try to find kids outside playing. Where do you find that at?
In the country.
I see them out every now and then.
You just don't see it. Like when I was a kid, you'd go to the park and that's where all your friends were. I mean, that was just it. Or you'd go over to the school or
in smaller
whatever.
towns that happens. But
see, I don't even remember happening in Greenfield very often watching
I
people
went to
play.
the park all the time.
No, I'm not.
he was out running around all the time.
How old were you when you were doing it?
Like, I don't know. How old was I when we first got
12, 10, 11?
there? Yeah. Went to the park, played football, went over to Naylor's big field, played football.
Yeah. You just never got out of the
Yeah,
house.
you was just up in the house.
None of the kids are home. I might as well stay here.
Yeah. Fucking sit in my recliner watching my TV.
There might be some truth in that. There might be some truth in that.
And then you were the math teacher, so nobody wanted to come over anyway. So it's like we had a bunch of friends
we
all the
was
time.
trying to get up out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one likes the math teacher for some reason. It seems like
Because it's such a
Only time we
boring
stayed
boring ass subject. I know.
only time we stayed home is when we were grounded.
Yeah, because I never had the balls to sneak out or nothing. I never got caught.
I snuck out to the yard and then came back.
Yeah, I went to my car. That I just get the math book. You knew that was a lie, though. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you never did any homework at home.
Yeah, it's the person that grounded me probably texting.
6 feet now.
Oh, to hell with all that. I don't know. I'm not going to get on a big COVID kick. I just know that we got stuck. Let me just rephrase. When I say we, I don't really mean the three of us couldn't come in.
Yeah, the majority
The majority. I'd have been here all by myself going.
A couple of us listened to our old lady.
So does anybody want to talk about the quadratic formula? And then we would have had no listeners. That's the way that goes. Because that's kind of, I don't know. My class was different because I was always trying to be a smart ass. Yeah. Just because I knew I couldn't get their attention with math. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Kind of tried to be like a stand-up comedian up there.
I mean,
a little bit, you know.
That's pretty funny, though.
Some funny jokes.
Yeah.
You knew his audience.
He was a cool teacher, you know. Everyone liked him.
Yeah.
Some people hated him, so, you know.
Not the subject I taught, though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people that didn't like you just didn't go to your class, I would assume.
Well, I would hope to think so, that I'm not, that much of an asshole. Now, my last job.
Crosstown?
Yeah, across town. I basically was like, October 3rd. Okay, I'm not going to be here next year.
This is the long race that I got to finish it.
That's 1 quarter. 1.5, right?
I think it was the week before the first quarter ended that I had actually quit or put in my resignation.
Yeah, I'm not
coming back.
Yeah, but in the state of Missouri, you basically have to finish your contract. Otherwise, your teaching certificate isn't transferable to the next school. So because one school wraps it up for a year, which means then if you quit that job, you can't go to a neighboring town and get a job because you don't have a teaching certificate. It's owned by Springfield Public Schools for that year. So, but I gutted it out.
Boring, huh?
And I'm going to tell you, and this is going to be terrible.
COVID.
That's what I was going to say. So COVID comes in right at spring break, and I'm like, bingo. The funny part is the week before that, he goes, we haven't talked since you told me you were going to quit. Is that still a thing? I was like, you're damn right I'm going to quit.
You didn't ask me to come back on the team.
That's why I ain't been talking to you.
You didn't ask me to come back on.
That's why I walk in the building, walk into my room, do my teaching, walk right back out of the building, get in my truck, and leave every day. I'm not doing the social thing. I'm not doing any of that. And then he started talking a bunch of shit. I said, I can quit right now. I said, not a problem. And then a week later, COVID, we're out. Still got my money, so still had to work a little bit, but it wasn't nearly as much.
Pass.
Every one of them. Every one of them that wasn't passing, I gave them a COVID bump. So got them to a 60.0%. I didn't care if they had a 6.1 going into the break. 60. That's what it rounds off to with COVID for me. That's all they care about now is just graduation rates, because they're like, you got to do something, all this. And I was just like, you can't hold it against them. Okay, so let's just take an average of 100% and the 6% that they got for quarter 3. Let's just average it. That's a 53. No, that's not the way that works. No.
I'm the math teacher. I think it's exactly how it works.
I mean, they didn't want to take that, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, that's not passing, and I need to get my graduation rate. The funny thing is, Hillcrest moved their graduation rate. I don't give a damn. They moved it by like 20 points or something like that, 20 percentage points. 16 points is what their graduation rate differed from the year before to last year. If red flags ain't going off in the front office, then I don't know what to tell you, but they didn't improve anything. They just browbeat you into doing what they want. It was terrible. It's terrible. I love where I'm at now. It's a private school. You just do what you want. And they're very happy with the effort I'm giving, and I've had great response from students, and they send emails, and I'm just like, yeah, I know.
Does it make you feel better about the things you're teaching?
Huh?
Does it make you feel better as a teacher knowing it's actually changing some of the people?
Well, I don't teach high school kids anymore. I teach adults.
Yeah.
Adults that are going, I got to get this. Yeah. They know they want to get it. They know they got to fight to get it, and they're just looking for help to fight. They're not looking for a handout. They're like, what do I got to do?
Well, yeah, it's not Algebra 1 where you have to pass to get the geometry to pass. It's like these people actually want to come back and learn something.
Right. And so it's just a whole different ballgame. And it's a 10% pay increase to do it. So,
bada boom, bada bing.
But I don't get the 9 weeks off during the summer. I get 9 weeks off a year. In public school, I got 12 weeks off a year. So I have to work 3 weeks more for a 10% pay increase.
You got to sacrifice some things.
But I don't have students on Fridays, so I only teach 4 days a week.
Yeah, this is how it averages out.
Yeah, that's how it all.
The extra 3-4 weeks you don't get off.
Yeah, the extra 3 weeks. It's because I get
right, so it's like a grading day, right?
Yeah, it's like planning,
office
grading,
hours.
So if you're done at like 10 o'clock, you can leave, or no?
You're not supposed to, and for the most part, when you're allowed to go on campus, students usually come in and you're usually busy most of the time. So when it's a normal school year, they said that you don't even notice it. You just do that. You're planning. They come in for 45 minutes. You talk. You move. So, but yeah, I don't know how we got to my career because it's kind of questionable at best.
Being grounded, and you end up talking about high school again.
I guess so.
It's the only time I got grounded.
Well, except for a week ago.
Well, okay, that is true. Everybody passed their tests, though. We're all good now.
Yeah. The Gucci.
I don't know. I'm like the Kirk Cousins of the world.
If I die, I die.
If I die, I die. That's just kind of my mentality.
It's because you lived a long, full life there, sir.
At 47, I don't think it's quite full yet. I'm still waiting for my all my grandkids.
It's pretty old, though. It's like twice as old as us.
Yeah?
It's pretty old.
Yeah. Twice as old as him, but not you anymore, bro. Those days passed.
All right, what, 4 7s?
I don't know. It's 19 years difference between me and you.
Yeah, come on, math teacher. Give us that equation.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
38's when I was 38, I was twice your age.
I was needing the fraction of it right now, me and you. But this guy.
Shut up. We've just
so I just know I've been.
If you're happy about the math talk, why don't you just reach down there and hit that subscribe button and get some more math. We just digress into math in a hurry here. I love math.
Let's talk some fantasy
Football, man.
We square off this
football, week. Right? Are we talking about red heels and stuff?
Football.
We play each other this week. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Guys trash every year.
I've only won the toilet bowl 2 of the 4 years. which means only half the time. I'm only half trash.
You only win it half the time. How often do you play in it?
3 or 4 years.
You should just light $100 bill on fire every year. Call it a day.
For 2 years. For 2 years, I told you I didn't want to play in it anymore. You're like, you're playing in it, motherfucker. That's exactly what you've told me.
Well, yeah, you don't quit.
Because you need the 12th
you don't quit.
man to play, and you're just like, you're playing. Shut up.
Yeah, because 8-man league or 10-man league sucks.
And so I do. I honestly just burn $100.
Too many good players on everybody's team.
Yeah.
I like it that way.
Well, the first year when we had 2 quarterbacks and points were like 391 to 288.
That shit was fun.
I like points though.
That shit was fun.
Because
on my half PPR league.
Because it wasn't 2 quarterback league. You could just play a quarterback as a flex, right?
Right.
Yeah. That was a crazy year, yeah. Who won it that year? Kale?
I should have.
Kale or Terry? I guess they're like the only ones that ever win.
Perry.
Yeah.
I don't think Kale was in it that year.
Was that when it was just a 10-guy league?
Our first year was 10.
Kale was in it. Yeah, it just
But
turned
that's
12
why-
man last year.
But no.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
No, last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I swear. This is our
Yeah, because it was the first $900 winner.
Oh yeah. Boy, I think
$950,
man, the COVID lockdown for 5 months has just killed me. I mean, just
it was so
like fucking eternal.
It felt like it took forever. Then now it's like so far away now.
Yeah.
Because like on the 19th of next month, I'll be married for a year already.
Right, shit just
crazy flying, dude.
Yeah. Flies.
And the older you get, the faster it goes. The faster.
Because the more things you do.
Yeah, I heard about the time. It seems so long because you've been you think of it like a 4-hour flight, and as like a kid that's like so long, but when you're older, it's like not very long because you've lived so many more 4 hours.
And
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, time's relative.
Like
isn't it?
these flights all around, like to California, it was like long for the kids and everything. But I'm like, man, I've fucking been on a
driving
10-hour flight. 10-hour flight, you know.
Oh, when you went to Europe.
Yeah, I think when we went to Italy, it was like 16 hours.
Really? Was it that long?
12 hours? It was forever, though.
I mean, I went to Germany, so I don't know how.
What the difference is?
Because Germany's because we had to go to New York.
Yeah, we had to go to Atlanta.
We came into Atlanta.
Yeah, we just. Isn't that the biggest?
Iceland was like forever long too.
Man, all this travel my kids have done. The only thing I've ever been.
You don't even have a passport, do you?
I went to Tijuana once when I was 17.
That doesn't answer if you have a passport.
No, I don't.
No, I think like 17% of Americans have a passport.
But
and the majority of those being immigrants.
Yeah, which I believe. I just have no desire to go places that all over the world.
I want to go somewhere different. I'll just go to a different part of America.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's
the most American thing
vibes
anywhere.
in Florida, dude.
I mean, think of it. You get the tropical atmosphere in Florida.
Hawaii?
Yeah, would you go to Hawaii?
I don't. It's too touristy for me.
What if we went to a not touristy part?
Cool, dog.
You in Hawaii?
No.
I mean, are you talking about?
Jamaica.
Are you talking like a family vacation like the Brady's did? Like, you know, and then we can find
I'm not that old.
We can find the idol and give Greg bad luck and tarantulas and stuff happen. No,
if that's what we're doing, I don't want to go.
It'd be cool.
But are you talking about go like on a family vacation to Hawaii?
I would just go. But I mean, if you want to take kids, I guess, yeah.
I don't have kids, bro. Well,
Take
my
you and
kids
your
are
wife
adults.
out to Hawaii.
I don't know.
I think it'd be dope.
I mean, if we went, if there was more than just,
I mean, I'm
the
waiting
two
until
of
North
us.
Korea doesn't have nuclear weapons anymore. But you know.
If there was more than the two of us, I don't know if I'd go to Hawaii with
If
just.
I'm going to Hawaii, I'm trying to leave the kids at home.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
That's going to be...
I want to be drunk on a beach and see a pig with a fucking apple and a stick through it.
Yeah. A luau.
Yeah, if that's what they're called.
Yeah,
So,
I went to...
nighttime beach barbecue.
I went deep into fucking Jamaica. Probably shouldn't have.
But why were you going deep into Jamaica, Mon?
It was just cool.
You didn't stay at the touristy parts. You just ventured off for no apparent reason.
Yeah, this dude's like, "Hey, you guys want to come hang out with us tonight?" And we're like, "Yeah, cool, let's go." And then so we went and fucking. It was cool, but
Apologize.
this one dude just kept freaking me out. He kept saying, "Everything's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Everything's okay." And after about 20 times, I'm like,
What's not okay?
Oh. Then
"Are you sure?"
How far in the story are you? I guess go ahead. Never mind.
And then fucking, they just kept trying to get us to smoke and drink. And then I just, sipped on my little drink, and I didn't inhale the smoke, so I wasn't getting high. And they're like, "Oh, you hold your stuff good." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Yeah, I do." And then it was starting to get dark, and I'm like, "We gotta go. Take us back right now."
They joked you around for a little bit, didn't they?
What?
Didn't they jerk you around for a little bit?
Yeah, they stopped at this place. Let's party here. And we're like, "No." "Let's stop here now."
No, I need to get back.
Yeah, no, I'm going.
I gotta go take my
home
insulin
right now.
I think so. I gotta go.
No.
I gotta go take my insulin or something.
No, I just gotta go. And we made it back. My buddy's all fucked up though. That's why they're like, "You hold your shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, this is my only drink."
I stay in touristy parts of places.
Me too.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't ever do it again.
I don't know if I'm a good fighter. Never did in one. So.
The only time I remember you
Hey,
even close
I'm just
to
saying
a fight
that
was,
at that point, man, that there was like, fuck. If they wanted to fuck us up,
It
they
was
would've.
over if it was started.
the all I saw was one time you got hit coming out of Zan.
I don't know.
Oh,
Haven't been there probably
Zan.
since.
Zan. Yeah. That's the only time that dude hit you while he was running down the road.
It happens.
It's alright. It's
But
not about if you can give a punch, it's about if you can take one.
I don't know.
Laughed it off, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I was pretty wasted though.
The
Bottles.
last time I was in a fight was at Remington's, the bar, which is now a church, ironically.
Hey.
But that's the last time I was in a fight, and I wasn't really in a fight as much as the dude just hit me twice. I was sitting at a table talking to Dina and her friend, and I mean, didn't even see it coming. Didn't know the dude.
Did it put you down?
No, but I got this big old eye out of it. A couple good stories, I'll tell you that.
Couldn't have been bigger than the thing Killian had on her head that one
Facts. That was a
I love her, but it was a big old
boulder.
knot. It was a big old knot.
It was.
boulder. That was
We've
not.
all, have you ever had a knot?
No.
No? No?
Never got in a fight.
I've been in. I think I was like 7-12 in high school. 7 wins of 12 fights.
I didn't get fucked with, so.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't fuck with me. But I was like the special needs kid. So
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I was a teacher's kid or.
Yeah, I don't know if any teachers' kids ever got into a fight when I was in school either. But
I didn't have to get any fights to know I'm tougher than almost anybody I went to school with.
yeah,
Might not be
Shout.
stronger or hit the hardest, but I'm probably tougher than anybody on that.
yeah. The
If I'm putting my medal
I
up.
remember the one.
Shit, even you're fucking 6 having surgeries done.
The
Excuse me.
I was always pissed off and looking for a fight though. I think.
Yeah, well, you had like tough childhood. I mean, we got burnt,
Yeah,
but we
you
still
got
had a
locked-
fairly
you got locked out of your
stable
house.
childhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
You better take inside or outside.
You better not drink my last motherfucking
But the
Mountain
door was never locked.
Yeah.
Actually, you hated locked doors.
Yeah.
If I remember right, it was like a Friday scene when you found a locked door.
No more locked doors, home.
I don't like locked doors.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
You haven't seen Next
Cow
Friday,
money.
right? Next
Party
Friday.
with-
I've
Bitch.
I've probably seen. No, I've seen it because that's off the damn
But
Friday.
it's the second one.
But it's the second one,
Next
and I'm pretty
Friday.
sure I've seen it, but I don't remember it. I'm not a real sequel.
Hundreds of V's, big ass titties.
And then the next one,
Count the
they
green.
beat Santa Claus up.
Or get between those titties. That's a classic.
Yeah.
All of them.
That's
All of them.
classic. Do they get overplayed? Yeah, everything gets overplayed.
Never.
Oh, absolutely.
Never, man. I watch that.
But if
shit
you watch it, like,
once a year.
yeah, You know, in moderation.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know, the last binge movie I ever did was Hangover, and I think I watched it like 60 days in a row.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What kind of fucking toddler shit is going on there?
Wow.
60 days in a row? Well, I mean, I guess we ruined DVDs
Yeah.
back in the day. But we were
But
kids.
yeah, because we kept restarting it over. Like, no. Like, they didn't have... Because we used to have to put it to sleep on the TV. No. I'd add 10 minutes every 5 minutes. And I act like, oh, I don't know, it says this. It's like, dude, I have a watch. You didn't sleep. You slept in here like an hour. I told you an hour.
Yeah, because kids are stupid.
They don't even have that button on the TV no more. You have to like go into the menu and find it.
Settings
Yeah.
and I do that shit. I said, if it's changed, whooping ass.
Oh, not the cable.
And it's like
I can-
4 hours. Yeah, that's. I got the cable box to shut off every 4 hours.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I just tell the kids they're not have the fucking TV on.
But you can tell from the front room if theirs is on, right?
Yep, I can tell.
Yeah,
my
well,
room with my TV on.
You can only watch 3 of the 4 boxes at one time.
Oh.
Unless somebody on one of the boxes is watching DVR.
Gotcha.
Which I could very well do.
Yeah, but then it shows that it's watching something on the DVR. So I'm saying, yeah, you can watch all 4 TVs, but...
And
I
you
got
can
some good hearing, so I'd hear it. I turn this shit off.
Well, the one thing I'm going to have to tell you boys, as fathers, and anybody wanting to listen to this may or may not care, and maybe you do it, maybe you don't, but ignorance is bliss as a father. And as much as I got onto you is not as much as I knew what was going on. And so as you do this fathering thing, you might want to just be dumb sometimes. Just like when you said you were going to stay the night somewhere.
In order to be
Come on.
an effective leader,
What do
you
you
have to
mean?
know when to
I
cut
usually
slack
stay
and when
the
not
night.
to.
Huh?
So what do you mean? I usually stayed the night.
Oh,
Though.
no,
we usually
yeah,
got
yeah.
there by the end of the night.
No,
we were just somewhere else till 3 in the morning.
No. I didn't say that you guys didn't stay the night,
I slept there.
but I knew there was other stuff going on.
Oh, okay.
Staying in the dark isn't as bad as it sounds, and as long as you play stupid. But the
Yeah,
one
I know.
time that
There's just-
you were in school and there was people going, "Are you letting him go to the party this weekend, dude?" And I'm just like,
I'm still
No.
upset about that. It was a banger, too. It was a banger.
And then they finally just
I
figured it out.
about killed people with like a foosball table at the party before.
But
Probably good I got grounded.
that's just, you just need to be blissfully stupid sometimes. Is just like,
Well, I would have been stupid if I'd have knocked that over on them.
He
couple
obviously
people.
knew I was coming to your house to party when I was in
yeah.
high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come you didn't ground him then? Oh, you can't hang out with your brother. I know what he does. Because you didn't care at that point.
that's not true.
Baby boy.
That's not
I
true.
was safe about things.
That's not.
This fucking guy. You let him have a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dina got dogs. I never got a dog.
You gave me the dog, though. You said, hey, you letting Brandon have a dog? And he said,
Oh, he's just such
Yeah.
a big fucking guy, too, huh?
yeah, he is. He's a
Big
fucking
old fucking dude.
dick.
Oh, the one you have now.
Cash
That dog
is-
never lived with us, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Gosh,
pup.
bro.
Yeah. Sometimes I
Oh, well,
think
you didn't live there that long though with him. Though. That's why it was just a real short time.
I'd say like the first year he was born. Well, probably.
No,
school year.
Because I got him when I was a junior.
yeah, but you left your halfway through your senior year. I mean, you weren't there anymore, so
True.
it wasn't quite a school year.
True.
It was only like 3 or 4
we didn't talk
months.
much about fantasy though.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
huh?
So I'm gonna.
Tangents, huh?
What'd I tell y'all motherfuckers about Jet? Put
Yeah.
some respect on his name, all right? What'd I tell
Yeah,
you?
when they run out of damn running backs, Tevin Coleman's out.
He got a touchdown the first
Mosert's
game.
gone,
He got a
and then they
touchdown
let
the
him play.
first
They
game.
let him play. I
He
mean,
got a touchdown the first game.
still overpaid.
What do you mean? He restructured his contract twice when he...
Third
To help the
string
team.
running back.
I like a third string running back money.
He gets better in third string running back money, though.
But when he first came there, he was going to be the starter.
So was McKinnon, right? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's who we're talking about, the Jet.
They're talking about Coleman.
No. Coleman was...
Coleman's hurt out 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Mostert's out.
Yeah.
But
Mostert's on my fantasy.
Guess who's on my fantasy?
He's still out. He probably won't be ready to go until Saturday.
You guys are playing the
I don't think Kittle or Jimmy will play.
Because they're
you
going
guys
right
could
back
win
to the
with
same
Mullins
field.
against the Giants.
He is probably like
no Saquon.
one of the best backups.
Yeah, by far. We do have a good backup.
Maybe. He didn't play too well.
No, he'll be fine.
Really
We still got Wilson. We still got Wilson and the Jet. So we got our running backs. We got Jordan
Reed.
Reed.
Doing so good that most are doing sorry though.
So what do you want to talk about?
Aaron Jones stood up 45 last week.
Shut up. That's because they don't have anybody else.
Yes,
Are you
one of the two undefeated.
Are you number 2?
Yeah.
Behind Tony?
But, yeah.
I'm behind you.
Yeah.
My first week.
Is Tony scored like 190 something, didn't he?
Yeah, 199, I think. I think
I
he
thought I
needed
was
like
sitting
6
good.
more yards for 200.
Man, I lost the championship one year because Peyton Manning didn't throw 4 more yards.
Ooh. 0.16?
Yeah.
Well, he was a terrible fucking quarterback anyway.
Dude, that's like the first year I lost by like half a point or some crazy shit like that. And then the next week I outscored both the people in the championship.
Well, like last year, I think I lost 2 games by
Tough.
less than a half a point last year. I lost 2 of our fantasy football games by less than half a point last year.
Shit pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean that's the difference between not being in the playoffs and being in the playoffs. Is basically 1 point in the season would have put me in the playoffs versus out of the playoffs.
Yeah, and my half PPR league, it sucks. Low ass scores and shit. Half a point. Come on, either full
half a
or
point.
none.
Yeah, that's what DraftKings and FanDuel is.
Half point.
Oh, they
yeah.
are? That's
Yeah.
why it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, in
Because you need yards in FanDuel.
In
And
FanDuel,
DraftKings.
the first year
catches is good in a full PPR.
Yeah.
Because your guy gets
I
90 yards.
just wonder if I
that,
should even start a Julio.
Why wouldn't you start Julio
Because
Jones?
he only got 4 targets last week in his
because Ridley's killing it.
and his
and
fucking
Gage. Because I got
hamstrings
Gage.
hurting him.
Yeah.
His hamstrings hurt him his whole career.
No, but they're saying it's bigger than it was letting on, and he wasn't playing good last week.
Oh shit! I had
He
to
only
set
got
Mike
4
I had to
targets.
set Mike Thomas and scored 181.
I'm sitting Drew Brees this week.
I won though, so it's like I can't be
don't
upset.
think
But I
you
just
should.
wonder.
Going Minshew, man.
Who does he
Versus
play?
the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Put
Well-
Uncle Rico in.
But Fitzmagic, prime time though.
Slings it.
Yeah, that's what you want. You just want to.
I think he's like 6th, 7th overall in passing yards in a career.
Well, it's because he's in like his 17th year or something like that, being a backup quarterback.
it's
And
'cause he
every
gets-
team he goes to, I would be pissed if I was a football team and they bring in Fitzpatrick to be the backup because he always winds up being the starter. In the last, I mean, he did
he's
it in
not very good in the
Tampa.
first place.
He's like the 34th best quarterback in the league. Some people get into his lull, so he like goes up to like 31 and gets a starting gig.
Yeah.
But the dude slings it.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And as
Signs
a
it all
backup,
over
you have
the place.
nothing. I mean, he has the best job
Keeps
ever
getting contracts. Fuck it.
because he doesn't care. He could throw. He could be Jameis Winston, throw 30 interceptions in a year, and he'd still have a job. Winston, no. Why? Fitzpatrick will just play. I mean, he's got 14 kids or something like that. He's got to support, so he's going to take any $1 million deal.
Yeah, he went to Harvard. He should have been slaughtering 14 kids.
He's got a bunch, though. I don't know exactly how many he has.
Philip Rivers has his own football team too.
But
Crazy.
I mean, more power to him. He's out there, and he's
I like Philip Rivers in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati.
You mean
Or
Indianapolis?
Joe Burrow's in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Whoa, how about the quarterback for the Chargers? I don't have him, but
Herbert.
Holy cow. Tyrod Taylor.
All he had to do.
Did you see what happened to
Yeah,
him?
his doctor punctured his lung
Yeah.
in warm-ups.
Man. And you always it's just going to be fine. It's going to be a little poke.
Yeah, but you know what? Here it is. Conspiracy
on my
theory.
wrist.
Conspiracy theory for those people who like football. Here it is. They didn't know how to get Herbert in and Tyrod Taylor out. So what they did was, they were like, Doc, can you help us?
I'd be suing like a motherfucker.
He still gets his check. You still get your injury check.
So,
Because incentives
Puncture
might be
my-
hurt.
Right.
you puncture my lung, dude.
Yeah.
They'll recover. But
Might not
I don't
be
know.
the
Because
same.
Anthony Lynn's, the quarterback has said, or the coach has said, Tyrod Taylor will be the quarterback when he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it depends on how Herbert does.
Who was the
All he had to do was run 5 or 6 yards, slide,
I don't know.
and had the game won.
I'd fallen asleep at that point.
They would have won the game. Did you watch
Really?
it?
I watched some of it. I didn't watch it all.
Oh yeah, man, they were
I
up.
don't know. I bet the Chiefs -7.
I think they were up, and then he threw a pick. He was just running this way, and then seen someone, and then just threw it into double coverage.
Yeah.
When he could have just ran it 6 yards.
But I mean, he was a rookie.
slid.
He didn't know he was starting when he woke
and
up.
he was they were
He
actually
didn't know he was
playing
starting when he got
pretty
to the
good.
facility.
Yeah, he's like, he thought he was holding a clipboard all day.
And he fucking,
Oh,
went out
shit, I'm
there and
starting.
went tit for tat with Pat Mahomes.
But everybody knows. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that you learn better doing something than you do not doing something.
Learning. I
So
don't know,
just
but
staring
Pat
at him.
Mahomes sat
man,
behind
he had
Alex
a running,
Smith, though.
He had a running lane, and then fucking
Didn't he? Somebody tried to tackle him, and they got knocked out.
who?
Justin Herbert, the quarterback. Somebody went to tackle
Oh,
him,
yeah,
and they went to bed.
Dude, he fucking.
Because he's like what 6'6", 250, something like
He's
that.
a big boy.
He stuck that motherfucker.
I didn't
It
see
was
that
like
part.
he was trying to stick
That's
him and
worth
fuck
looking up.
himself up, but it was still, dude. He just boom, just hit right here, right the side of his head, probably just his temple, just boom. I don't know why I'm holding that, but boom, hit him right there, and he's fucking out.
When
Like
those that
the
clinch
other
and fall.
coaches, he was on the other sideline, and then the other coach was like, boom, boom, hold up. He's like, no, man. He's like, no, I need you to just like stay right
I
here.
need the medical staff
Yeah.
to come look at you.
Yeah, I need you to stay right there. The other coach is just,
I don't know, but it damn sure is nice when football's back. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh man, I love it.
Whether it's fantasy or it's just the live games, and
I
Bro, I
never,
got
I
the
never
Sunday-
watched college. I ended up watching some college Saturday.
I think the first game I watched was like Eastern Tennessee Chattanooga against like Georgia State
Dude,
Athens or
I
some
watched-
shit.
You know
I
what
watched
I
high
wanted?
school football on TV the other day between some place in Oklahoma and Texas.
I'm just ready for us to draft Frank Gore Jr.
Oh,
Just a couple of years away, right?
Because listen, we're gonna sign Frank Gore 2021,
And he'll retire.
and then by 2023, we're gonna have Frank Gore Jr.
You think he'll last that long to play next to his kid?
no,
No,
no.
but he's gonna retire at year 21,
Oh,
21 season.
oh.
He's number 21.
He's gonna retire. Then you guys are gonna draft.
I don't know that. That's my.
That's what.
That's my.
That's your
take on
wonderland.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We let him play one more year. We win a Super Bowl and go out on top.
I mean, you can go back and watch the first one. Apparently, Frank Gore is what, number 5, number 3?
Number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Number
we
3.
determined on the first episode.
Is he starting now?
And he's the old. He's like.
I think it's that Singletary.
Yeah,
kid
yeah.
still.
No,
No?
he's at the Jets.
Oh shit! I forgot he left.
Yeah. He's at the Jets, and
Getting 21
Le'Veon-
carries and shit.
Le'Veon went out, right?
Yeah.
He's done.
Oh, he's got a handy issue. Yeah.
Yeah, IR. Guess who has him?
You do.
Probably better that he got hurt so I don't fucking play his ass.
And get you pissed off.
Yeah.
The coach doesn't want him there.
The
Yeah.
coach said they have a good relationship.
Gase or whatever his name is.
Fucking always looks different every time he's on TV.
We got that big old fucking robot eyes.
I don't know.
Too much Adderall.
We'll say that.
Hey, it's what was it? What's the other one? Ritalin?
Cocaine.
Not this day and age.
Yeah, this day and age.
Not an NFL coach.
Oh.
Dude, there was that NFL coach literally a couple years ago that.
He was an assistant. He wasn't a head coach.
But still.
I don't know. I still think it all runs rampant. You may be right, though. They may have went to prescription, because Adderall you get by prescription, and it's totally legal.
Yeah, I got my script.
Yeah, everything's fine.
I don't care if I have 500 of them on me. I got a script.
Yeah, I'm good. But that's just the way of the world. They just went legal, just like marijuana. Now it's legal. Everything's
Yes, sir.
legal. So
All right.
Yeah, Saquon went down in my other league.
He's on my dynasty. Fucking broke my heart. Because I think I had the second pick.
I just need to play.
so what's the deal with him deleting everything off his social media except the Kobe
I
post?
think everyone looks into that shit.
Who?
Way too much.
Who?
Saquon Barkley.
Oh.
I think
I don't
everyone
know.
just
I mean, he should be doing everyone but an Adrian Peterson one, right? Because he tore his ACL, right? ACL.
maybe he looked up to Kobe
I think he
Bryant.
tore his ACL, yeah.
Yeah,
Did Cody tear his ACL or his Achilles?
Achilles.
No, but Adrian Peterson came back in like 7 or 8 months or whatever it was. What was it? It was quick.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was quick. Because he was ready for training camp, and he got injured. I don't know when he got injured, but he shouldn't have been back by the beginning of the season. He was back for training camps.
Man,
he
you
just
guys
ready to
got
roll.
rid of DeForest Buckner now, though. Don't you need him more than ever?
Now we need him. But we couldn't afford it.
Isn't D Ford hurt too?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, better week 2 though than
Should I play
Week
David
14.
Should I play David Johnson or Gibson?
I know the second
I
guy.
don't know who Gibson is, bro.
The Washington running back?
Peyton Barber?
Antonio
No.
Gibson.
I mean, I would go with Johnson. They play the Steelers though. huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they play.
See, I don't know if
They're
I'd
gonna,
go
he's going to get
against the
flipped a
Steelers.
lot of quick passes because we're going to come rushing in off the edge with Dupree. And
Oh.
And
What?
they play Jackson or Cleveland. Cleveland got the third.
I mean, what's his target rate? How many targets does he average?
It's still a committee there, though. You know,
Hey, you just got it, dude. I go
David
through.
Johnson is the.
I don't do David Johnson. I think he's done.
Yeah, he's put up decent numbers.
Well, he had an
I mean, do you want him to do the 30-point? Do you need him to do a 30-point guy? He's not going to do that for you.
Yeah, that's true.
This
Is
half
he
PPR.
going to average
so,
you 12? Probably.
This half PPR, so
Oh.
I didn't keep silencing these phones. They keep just going off. But
I don't know.
I just think about fantasy all day. It pisses me off.
Oh, see, I don't.
I'm 2-0. I don't have to think about it right now.
I'm going to be 2-1 here after this
I did
week.
do some waiver wires earlier today. Everybody's just been spending their free agent money like crazy, dude.
Fucking $400
I thought-
out of $500. I'm like, dude, I thought my $80 was a lie.
Yeah. I thought my 55 was going to get it.
Yeah.
I thought my $55 offer
I
was
like,
going to get Deion Johnson.
I need a running back.
Or no, Deion Johnson, no.
Deion Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis. Little Naylor put up like $400 or something for him, $200. Like, you're gonna do the same thing you did last year, brother. Or is that week?
One?
Yeah, he
I
won.
guess he won. Yeah, he ain't gonna win again.
But they also signed Freeman, so it's just a matter of time before he
I
takes over.
kind of wish we would have signed Freeman. But after watching Denny Snell the other day, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm pissed I didn't get Snell either.
Yeah, I know. I fucking put $70 up for
I
him that
put
didn't get it.
fucking 90, bro.
Dude, it was
And
all,
I'm thinking this is like fucking.
a lot.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's
shit.
20% of my money.
Dude.
Well, I just remember last year, and so
I put third. No, I'm good for now. How much did I put up?
last year I think I had to put up big money because people.
We only had $100 last year.
But this year, and I was right. There's people who are just going crazy over.
In the first couple of weeks.
I put up
You also
$350
gotta
for
think-
Hines though.
Yeah, you did. You
Yeah.
started it.
Yeah,
You started what?
big bets. I was the first one to put up 350 for Hines to get him back because.
And then the other dude put up a shit ton for another dude too.
Oh, hell,
For
back
Snail.
up in fucking Indianapolis went down. I want to go watch a football game there.
Where?
It's a nice quick flight.
Where's that?
Indianapolis. These fucking rockers are getting it.
Mm-hmm. We do the podcast in this office and across the hall. We've got a band practicing in case you can hear them. If you can't, sorry.
I hope you don't hear it.
Well, that's
these
just
microphones are good enough to know the difference.
They better be. Hey, yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, we've upgraded. We used to have these shitty microphones.
And we got some better lights.
And
Here
now you
I
can
am
see
with
our
the fucking
faces.
mask again.
It's
I
hard
don't
to
know.
look at it's hard to look over there.
Yeah,
We're not
it
used
actually
to it
hurts to look
I
into the
am
lights.
fucked. So.
Had an Asian eye doctor. He was.
And if you're asking why that microphone looks different than these microphones, why don't you go ahead and tell the story about going and getting microphones? So you got that microphone. I'll start you. You got that microphone.
I didn't know which story you were telling. I told a couple different jokes earlier.
So he went and got that microphone because he wanted a better microphone so he could be heard better. Then he heard that microphone against the old microphones.
How much better it was.
He
and
said, "Hey, tell a story. I'm gonna tell it real quick."
Hey, let me tell your story for you.
Go ahead, then, bitch.
No, yeah, these went to go. I lost where you were at. The shitty microphones. I sat in here for a couple minutes just bullshitting, going between this and the old mic, and it was just so crazy. This was obviously way better, and it's a long story. Went to go get two more of these ones, and they were all sold out. So I was like, well, bring me the next one up. They said $600. I said, all right, cool. For two mics and the cords and stuff, $600. He said, no, $600 for each one. So you're gonna have to give them the lowered one down, man. You got to cut it down. This is the 4040. That's the 2020 or something.
This one's still just
20.
12 stories higher than that.
Yeah, this was way better.
Yeah, the stand. Fuck.
Use your good eye. Use your good eye.
Blindsided me on that one. The stands too, though.
Just way better than the other ones. That's durable. If I hit one of these motherfuckers with one of these, they're out, bro. They're out.
And we had to get the lighting right. I think the background's still kind of boring.
It'll get better, we promise.
I thought we had a decorator to come and get this shit done.
She got chicken pox.
Oh. And then we had COVID scare.
Yeah, everybody was on lockdown.
No one could come out and play, except for one of us.
Yeah, it's because you didn't listen to nobody.
I don't listen to nobody, and that's just the way life is. I just
It's
soon.
like you grew up without a father in your house or something.
I probably listened more than my sister did, though. So.
Well, she was older. He listened more than I did.
He got away with a lot more than you guys did, though. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Because you gave up on him.
We didn't give up on him.
Gave up on him.
No, he was our favorite.
I guess the coin has two sides. Look at it one way or the other.
No, I don't know. It wasn't that we gave up. It was just that
I was
most
Just that I
parents
didn't care no more.
No, it's not that we didn't care. Here it is.
I was with you.
Yeah, most of the time it was because.
You know all the dumb shit I was doing.
And do you think the dumb shit you did was any different than the dumb shit I did growing up?
At this point in my life, yeah, you had kids and I didn't.
Well, fair, but I also had kids at 18. Well, I got pregnant at 18.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just saying
You
that.
had a kid at 18 and I got a
But do you
fucking
think I stopped doing
truckload of money? And I wasn't doing shit every other 18-year-old I knew was doing, unless they were at my house.
No.
No, that's probably true. Do you know one time that after you moved down to that house on the south side, one time Dean and I were like, hey, well, because we lived in Greenfield and it's an hour drive, and we were like, hey, we'll just go down there and we'll see Matt. And, nah, we probably shouldn't come unexpected. And we didn't know that you had changed your phone because we had a phone number for you from the time you got your first cell phone until
I was like, oh, I don't want to have to answer this anymore.
right.
I got grounded a couple times because I didn't answer your phone calls. And that shit carried over. I get so mad with somebody. I'm taking their cell phone on, doesn't answer it.
No, you ain't doing shit.
I know it's in your hand watching YouTube.
I love when you finally realize that I was right as a parent while you
I didn't
hated
say
me.
you were right. I said it just carried over. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I got that in me too.
Where you're like, hey, I furnished this for a reason. This is a digital leash. That's what that is. When a parent buys their kid a cell phone,
I won.
that is a digital leash. I should be able to get a hold of you anywhere, anytime. When I call, you answer. That's the way life is.
Nowadays they have fucking
I won that battle, didn't I? I won that battle in 8th grade.
No. You won the battle of not paying for it, not doing extra chores for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, which is different than you still answered that motherfucker.
No, I didn't. I got in trouble sometimes.
But here's
wouldn't break the
what
rules.
would be some shit. They would never call until we were playing a football game. Don't have our phone on us,
Yeah, like your old lady don't text you until she knows you're starting your thing in 5 minutes.
right? And then be mad because I missed 20 calls, and I'm like, sorry, I was being a kid playing fucking football.
Yeah, I wasn't in my pocket because I didn't want it to break and you yell at that.
I was being responsible.
Motherfucker, you could have said, hey, I'm going to be playing a football game.
I was already in trouble by the time I called back.
I didn't answer 20
Why the
times.
fuck haven't you been answering my call? Because I was, fuck you answer. Like, I didn't know.
I'm sorry.
You make it sound like I flew off the handle a lot as a father.
Do you want me to tell a couple Homer Simpson stories?
Go ahead.
Oh, boy. Fucking this guy. Stellenwert. I don't think I'm not going to do
No, it
this.
was real.
I'm not going to do this.
No, say it, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And they don't put you in. You want to go turn that light off and don't put you in a good light.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I've never once said I was a perfect father.
This guy's reading or doing Stellan or something. And me and Kayleen are at the dinner table doing our homework. I don't know where Dina was. She wasn't home. And you fucking start wringing this dude's neck like Homer Simpson. Like fucking, you're just guessing. You're not even, it doesn't even start with an H.
And I'm just scared.
And Kayleen has the balls I don't have to say something. Hey, think that you should. Did you better shut up before he comes over here and choke you too? Fuck, I'm going to my bedroom. You let him go. Brandon, you okay, man? I was going to lose too.
One of us got to drive home.
I got my necks all cut open, dude. What was I going to do? He wants to rip this staple out of my fucking gums. I can't do nothing. You remember doing that? You don't remember that blue wedge? Remember they used to have you crank my fucking neck over?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then I had a staple from the surgery or
Oh,
something.
yeah, I also pulled one out of your nose. Because they left a piece of
And
plastic.
pulled out his fucking stitches. I thought.
Yeah.
Man, I never coughing that shit up that
Yeah.
one time. Fucking staples and
Yeah.
I don't even know what else it was.
Yeah, there's a
That's
ton of
subject.
shit. So, I mean, I pulled a lot of staples out of your ass. I mean, given that I
My
wasn't
ass
supposed
isn't
to.
burnt
No,
once.
not your ass, but your ass, you dumbass. I pulled more than I should have because as the parent, I should not have pulled any. But I bet you I pulled 5 or 6 staples out of you in the hole.
I hurt.
I remember the one in the back. Do you remember the one in the back?
I remember the one in my mouth.
Oh,
That's the one I remember.
there was one in your back, and you kept saying my back hurts. And I was like, well, there's a fucking staple in there. And I was like, let me just get it. And you're like, no, can you call someone?
Yeah, can you call it professional, please?
The mouth one hurt. I remember that.
You were like, no, can you call someone? I'm like, I'll just get this done, son. It's
I'll
fine.
go get these rusty pliers real quick.
No, I used a butter knife.
Fucking even worse.
I don't know. We had a gang load of medical supplies. You probably actually had like
Stable
Scalpel.
like
removers.
real tweezers and shit.
Scalpel.
No, I remember it was a butter knife that I went
Yeah.
and
Oh, that
got.
was on the back. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember this.
I
I mean, if it was closer to the day I came home,
yeah,
then I was still all cocktailed up.
yeah. Until I finally just said, "No, we're throwing all this shit away."
I'm not waking you up at 2 in the morning for a drug you're not waking up to get.
Yeah.
I have to wake you up.
I'm not.
You obviously aren't needing it.
I'm not giving you a painkiller when you're not in pain. And we went like a whole day without giving it to you, and you never said, "Hey, can I get a painkiller? I'm dying here." So we just threw it away after that. I was just
over it.
Yeah.
That's what all this COVID shit made me feel like. Was that same little burnt kid all bandaged up being told I couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah, I bet that's true.
Just brought back a bunch of just fucking old dad feelings.
Yeah. It's I'd imagine that's true. This whole just change your life, can't go do anything is just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I've been there and I didn't like it then either.
And I told you were a little bitch and quit whining and crying when you were, I want to go do something. Shut up. We got shit to do. Now I get it though. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, you little bitch.
Yep. Just like when I got this little scar right here. I had to go
your
get that.
fingers off of Brandon has the worst one. There's your crooked ass finger.
Well,
No, like.
Yeah, mine does the same thing, bro.
No, dude. Mine's like extra, dude.
I got good hands.
But I got little horns growing where this
This
thing
is
was.
from fucking mom's on Nanny.
What?
All her fingers are like that. Tyler got
Oh, do they? I got.
You got Tyler's pinkies, dude.
Oh yeah, his is all like that and shit.
Yeah.
Because if you look, I put my hand down. This one curves in. You get that
Mine's
from me.
hiding. No, I don't think so, dog.
Look, yours does the same shit mine does, bro. We have the same fucking hands.
You guys got the same nose.
Yeah. We look a lot alike.
You got different face folds though. This come out.
Yeah,
more.
if I
Yours comes
don't have my
straight
beard,
down.
I look like my mom.
Let's say your shit comes out. Yours comes straight down.
Yeah.
Those are whatever those are called.
No idea.
Me neither.
But no, parenting's just one of those things, and you guys figured it out now. You just guess.
And I got basketball games all week. Parenting's thinking of that. Do you think they have morning practice with 3 games this week on Friday?
No.
You
Just
don't think
depends
so?
on how bad they play tomorrow.
I mean, they've been winning though. Boys team's been
Well,
winning.
The A team's 1-1 this week.
Oh shoot! Yeah, you guys practice.
I think tomorrow determines it. If they win tomorrow, they don't. If they lose,
But what happens for after school practice though?
What do you mean?
Why do they only do it on Fridays?
Well, they had a game Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, so they practiced today,
On Friday,
and then
early in the morning.
they practice early in the morning. On
Is there
Fridays.
like some going on after?
Volleyball games or something like that in the evening.
I have
Probably
no
not
idea.
on Wednesdays.
Yeah, not on Wednesdays,
Well, I mean,
and that's why they
they-
can practice.
Yeah, they have afternoon practice on Wednesdays. Just early practice on Fridays.
Maybe coaches want to get
Maybe the
out.
coach just wants to go home after. He would start his day early and
Get his
finish it
weekend
late.
in. Trust me, as a teacher, I can appreciate that. As a coach, I can
That's what I'm
appreciate
saying.
that.
Like if they go 2-1 this week, like I don't, or at least a 6:30 practice.
Half hour extra sleep.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But it's a home game.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is home.
Really, just
Where the
depends on
hell's
how bad.
Bradleyville?
Oh, it's way out there.
by Branson,
Around the
I
way.
think, right?
Really, that far? I'm glad it's a home game, man.
I think it's to the east of Branson on
I
76.
don't know, but I played there my freshman year.
I say I ain't never played them.
Nah, they're a small Missouri school, bro.
Yeah, he's like Norwood, and I was like, oh yeah, the Pirates. He's like, oh yeah, you know them? Oh,
Yeah. Because I was thinking like Ash Grove and them,
Yeah. But he did spend his freshman year in Niangua.
which I still isn't in our conference though.
but it's still
It's still there though, so they played that.
it's like we played Everton.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just
You're
glad
also a
live
bigger
sports.
school, though, right?
Yeah,
But-
Hartville's 2A, right?
But yeah.
Yeah.
I think 2A.
Yeah, that's why they don't play. Because Niangua's 1. Everton's a 1. Yeah, that's why.
You think you can You really think you can throw a baseball 55 miles an hour accurately, though?
Right now, dude, in my slides.
Right now in your slides.
I bet you that's true. I bet you he's closer to 70 than he is 55.
In the
Accurately.
strike zone.
In the strike zone. I would imagine that's true. He's just long, lanky. He's got a little bit of build.
How long is it since you threw a baseball, though?
Dude,
Not too long,
you can
really,
go to the
honestly.
fair. Look.
Not too long. How long?
I mean, like that a while.
You're 24?
What?
So you're 24?
Yeah,
So, like, when you're 17? 5, 6 years ago?
7 years ago.
yeah. But still, like, you don't
Dude.
lose it.
2 years ago, we went to the fair, and they had the baseball throw, and you have to guess how fast you get to throw ball one time, and then you have to guess how fast you're going to throw it. They put you on the first one; it's a free one, and they put a speed clock on it and say, "Okay, now you have to be within two plus or minus 2 on the next one." So I threw 54 miles an hour. I told them I'd throw 54 miles
How
an hour.
big of an area? In a strike zone?
Well, you throw it to the end of the thing, which is probably only about 40 feet, not 60
And is
feet.
it on a mound?
It's not on a mound.
If it's on a mound, dude, you get that fucking
Downward trajectory.
motion. Like,
Yeah. But I
90, bro.
so you know how it has a bullseye, it has
So
one
in
ring.
10 strikes, you could get... In 10 pitches, you get 2 strikeouts.
2 strikeouts.
Like, I'm not saying somebody's swinging. I'm just saying
6 of the 10 are in the strike zone. Yeah. I'd put
over
$100.
55.
I'd put $100 on it right now. And that's him.
Well, just instead of betting that money, go buy the equipment. Batting or pitching net's like kind of not cheap. I've looked into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We've been talking about this because I drive over, because every Friday I take the kids in early to practice. Then driving over this thing, I told the old lady I could throw a baseball across. And I'm like, oh, the bridge has to be so much bigger than the... But I think how big is a baseball field? Is it in feet or yards?
It's in feet. It's 60 feet, 6 inches from mound to home plate.
Okay, no, I'm talking about like
They're probably like 3.
home plate to the center field fence.
Like
It
high
varies.
in
school.
high school. It's just
Probably
called high
like
school.
315 usually.
300 to right and left, and probably somewhere in the 330, 350 range for dead
So that's what,
center.
110 yards.
Mm-hmm.
How far do you think you could throw a baseball? Because baseball goes a lot further than a football.
I mean, in my day that I played baseball, I could throw it from anywhere in the outfield and hit second base pretty easily.
You could ball it over second base, though, like unaccurately, right? Because
Yeah.
this is just getting a ball over a
If
fucking...
you're asking me today
pond.
how far I could throw it, I bet you I could still throw it 240 feet, probably.
It's like 85 yards.
Yeah. I could probably still throw a baseball
I
85
could
yards.
probably throw it from
With how much accuracy nowadays would still
probably
be...
hit home
Like,
plate.
you think you could get home plate within 10 feet left or right, so like in a 30-foot radius?
If I was
You
in
gotta
right
go
or
to the
left
park
field...
where there's baseball field right through for me and do this shit.
Dude, the last time I played baseball, I hit myself in the face with the glove.
Dude.
In the hospital.
I mean,
playing
I
the
actually
ball.
bought the girls a bat and a ball, and so I've been like pitching it to them. And so it was weird actually that you said that because I had
Dude,
actually
coach
been,
Titch
like,
over here. You got to start coaching.
dude, I want to.
I want to be an assistant, bro.
60 hours, right?
Yeah, I've also been thinking maybe just do AAU.
Oh, yeah, you.
I'd have to find some kids to.
You have to
Start a
find a
team.
school to do it at. So you find a school when they're in... I don't know. I think third, maybe fourth grade was your best growth year in basketball. And so you'd want to start about third grade, get all the basics down. Fourth grade, have that big boom. And then you'd have kids just...
So I just gotta wait for Remy, I guess.
Yep. And I bet you could turn a girls squad into a state champion if you were in a small enough school. You're smarter at basketball than I did, and I got to coach it.
I don't know his name, the internet coach last night. Just yelling to yell, man. He
Yeah.
wasn't coaching. He
To
was
these
just
girls,
yelling to
like,
yell.
listen, these girls.
Which-
they say,
Are we talking? We're talking for your team,
Yeah.
so
He's never going to watch
I
this.
get
I
a lot.
don't know his name.
but and his star got a broken wrist the night
yeah,
before.
and these girls don't know the concept of the game.
Well, that's coach's fault.
Oh yeah, and the other girls, they had like 3 girls down there that were like almost 6 foot already, And
Oh, the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, they would literally just stand there and get the rebound, and our team would jump up and hit it,
Yeah.
Keep your story.
and then fucking hit it, and then they just grab it.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't be mad at them.
No.
They were throwing the ball literally, like, he was just trying to get them to stop them
Well,
from doing this, but they couldn't because they would just throw the ball over their head, and they'd be like,
I just didn't like that it like gave
and then
up
he
at some
was just
point.
yelling and yelling and yelling.
He wasn't coaching,
slamming
he
the
was
door
yelling.
at halftime.
You know the difference. Like, you can yell when you
I
coach.
guess it's now because I'm a fucking
Daddy.
a dad to
Girls. You're a girl.
Like,
But
dad.
I felt the same way, and you
yell.
weren't even there the other day.
Yeah, you don't just like yell at little
Like-
girls.
like-
Like, that's not how they.
Good coaches can
respond.
yell, but all he was doing was yelling.
I've coached
Or he
girls
was
and
dead
boys.
silent.
You know what I'm saying?
He fucking didn't give them high fives when they come in and out. He sat on the bench for
Yeah,
like a
they
minute
like
while
towards
he went
the end of
into
the game, they were actually getting stops and scoring and
Yeah, they were turning it
taking
on.
good shots or
Now-
taking good shots,
now,
not making.
As a coach, what
No
that dude's
claps,
thinking,
no
what
good
what
job.
that dude's thinking is his yelling's working. But you have to treat
I
girls
was
different than you
informed.
treat
I was
boys.
informed he was the high school girls coach as well. So I think he just wasn't dialing it down for the.
Girls
He was
who
using
don't
a
even-
varsity level on some junior high kids.
Yeah, but that doesn't work on girls.
No,
Though.
dude, you can't be yelling at girls. like
No,
that.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, maybe that works for 15, 16, 17 year old
Maybe it
girls.
works
It doesn't work for
one or
12
two
and
of 'em,
13.
you know? Maybe it works for one or two of them.
But I don't know. If you just kept the same energy the whole day, I wouldn't.
know, you
it
can
wouldn't
yell.
have bothered me at all.
To make a point and stuff, you know, but
Yeah. I don't know. I had a good year. I had a good time the year I coached girls. It was a wild thing. I think I started with 13
Yeah,
girls.
You played them, right?
I
Like in
every
practice?
fucking time, use your left hand.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You got a pretty wet shot with your left now.
15-footer
do, they,
bench.
do they still say that? A wet shot?
I guess.
Us old people do.
It's old, huh?
Flash.
The
We're almost in our 30s now, guys that say that.
No, I mean that was a good time for me though. I mean it was just a whole different thing, and it was just a whole different way you coach. I mean you cannot talk to a group of girls, women, young women, whatever you want me to call them, the same way you would talk to the equal age group of boys. You can't.
That even the boys coach didn't annoy me that way.
But
I don't care if you yell to be productive. Don't tell them not to do one thing, then yell at them when they did the thing or didn't do the thing you told them not to do.
And with girls, you can't yell at a girl. You can yell like, we have to get up and down the floor, and you can scream and yell that all you want, and they're receptive to that as long as it's not personal. Once it's personal, you cannot yell. You have to talk to them,
Yeah.
and that's just the way girls are. That's what I've learned. That's the way my experience goes with the 1 year I coached a girls team in basketball.
Yeah, because me and Kane were on a couple co-ed teams, but that was like way young. It's like still
third grade.
different thing.
Yeah, totally different. Because
No, it was burnt when me and Kane were on the same teams. 5th grade. Couple teams in 5th grade. Blue Devils.
5th grade, yes,
Blue
that's my fault.
Devils.
That's my fault. You're right. It was 5th grade.
Maybe
Back
6th
when
grade.
J.J.
But,
Redick was the point guard.
yeah. Who are the Blue Devils?
Duke.
Duke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Michael Jordan is his GOAT.
Who's my goat?
Absolutely.
I really never watched him play though. I was like,
But I
I
will
was like
tell
alive while Jordan played, but I was too
Here's-
young to.
Here's what I have to tell you though.
Cody's probably the best player since I've been
He was
old.
naming teams after
No. It
his
was
rival school.
It was he wasn't the head coach on that team.
What?
Okay.
It was that fucking I was gonna say this is bad, but that guy that church just over here. I don't know any of the people's names anymore. But it wasn't like a pastor, but he was like a good guy like that. They went over here, Kelly, and then practiced in this church just right down this road.
Okay, so let's back
Probably
up
not
just a
on.
couple steps. I don't know what we're talking about. This is only beer
The
number.
Blue Devils?
Oh, the Blue Devils.
My first team coming back from the accident.
The injuries, right? Macedonia Church is where.
Yeah, just like I could throw a baseball and hit it from here. I don't know their name.
I don't know.
Yes, I don't remember
Brown.
that
Their last
shit.
name was Brown.
I don't remember. I mean, there was just so many basketball teams. I'm just going to tell you that.
Most of them were me.
Yeah, well, most of them were you. But when you have 3 kids playing on 3 different teams every year, and then you playing on 4 in one year was your height, the maximum you ever played. I lost a lot of names of teams, coaches, players. There's a few that I still remember, but for the most part,
Till high school, yeah, that's the last team I played on.
yeah. I mean, for the most part,
It's on the
until
injured
you
reserve.
went to
I
small
played flag
town,
football, so I'm on the team.
until you all went to a small town, I really lost track of a lot of things just because there was just so much going on in life. I mean, accident, sports. We never stopped all that shit. You did, but we didn't. I mean, that's just the truth about that. So
Cold hard truth. I was the manager though. I wasn't playing, but I was on a lot of teams.
yeah, you were always still a part of a lot of teams.
If I graduated, I'd have been a 12-letter guy.
Yeah.
Managers get a letter. You
Yeah.
play varsity.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. But that's the big thing is that you kids were always involved. No excuses
Got
for
6
nothing.
letters in middle school.
Yeah.
Fucking
But that's a key part of being a well-rounded individual. Sports, and people are like athletes. I'm like, yeah, but that's the best place to smack yourself with the microphone.
I just can't get it together today.
With sports, you get to face a little adversity in life.
Absolutely, and you have to be dependable for your teammates. You have to depend on your teammates. You have to work as a common goal. There's nothing that teaches you how to be a better husband than sports itself. How to be a better companion, better person than sports. It teaches you all the little things in life that you need to learn in order to be successful with other people.
Skip Bayless's wife wrote a book. It was, I mean, this isn't even about him. This is about his wife. So calm down over here.
Oh,
He does say stupid shit though. It's called Balls. How to live with a sports obsessed guy or something. I don't know if she ever read it, but I bought it. It's like, 'cause look, this is it. Like, you got me into hockey, so we got hockey, we got football, and we got basketball dating season. I mean playoffs. I don't watch baseball unless I'm like eating lunch somewhere and it's like, oh, it's fucking on. Let's go Cardinals.
You've been to a World Series game though, haven't you?
Yeah, it was like me and Jennifer's like first official date, maybe.
Big date. Why didn't you ever take me on a date? God damn.
I took Paulina on a fucking concert
I took
date.
Tim and Blake too. They were in a different room, but what were you saying?
I took Paulina to a concert for our first date.
It's always good. You don't have to talk then. What?
We had to go all the way to Kansas City, though.
Oh, that's a lot of talking
there's
then.
a lot
That's a lot of talking. That's 3 hours there, 3 hours
You
back,
can't
bro.
even turn up the radio, huh?
I had fun.
But
That's all that matters, though.
well, that was our first date. What was your first date with your old lady? I guess you guys knew each other through mutual friends, though.
Yeah,
huh?
we just kind of met out at. Oh my gosh, what's the name of that place?
Back
Coyote-
when people used to go to
2000.
bars.
No. It was on.
Carney.
Rodeo?
No, this
Some
was.
type of rodeo. 'Cause that's the only bars
think it-
around here, bro.
No,
Unless
I think
you're
it-
Zan
No.
or fucking Midnight
Are you gonna let
Rodeo.
me talk?
Was it the
Club
Shaved
Rodeo.
Beaver?
No.
Was it the Shaved Beaver?
It was called the Townhouse. It was an old place where just had live music, and
if you had
that's,
said Dennis's, I'd have been like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that?
the Townhouse was now it's an RV sales place. It went out of business because an RV.
Coincidence, it was
That
called
one-
Townhouse and then it downgraded to RVs, huh?
Yep.
Damn.
Well, that one. What was that one? Was that started with an R? I think. It was-
Remington's.
Yeah.
Now
no,
it's a church. Yeah. That's where my last fight was. We just talked about this place. Come on, man. Pay attention. Write notes. Here, you need a piece of paper?
No, you didn't say Remingtons.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
no,
did.
you didn't.
You said Cowboys.
No, I didn't say Cowboy 2000, bro.
Said so,
You said something like that.
Nah, let's rewind the
Some
tape.
club rodeo.
Rewind the tape.
Oh,
No.
I mean, we'll take a score.
Electric
whenever we
3000
edit it.
or-
Here's the funny part. The first time I ever been to rodeo, it wasn't where current rodeo is.
I know.
It's on the corner of fucking Glenstone and
Yeah, but
That's where it's at now.
That's where
That's-
nice.
This is the worst place to go. I'm gonna go get drunk right off Glenstone. Get the fuck out of my face. Just try to drive home, dude.
Where was it to begin with? I can't remember where it was now, but
It wasn't too far.
because I remember opening when they opened Cowboy or Midnight Rodeo. When they opened Midnight Rodeo in the new place, I was like, "Oh, we got to go to the opening." It's not all downhill from there, bro.
You ain't catch me in those places. If you don't serve a
Oh,
fucking
Lord.
steak and potato,
Done.
yeah, I don't even
Catch
drink
this
your beer.
man at Centerfold.
Do they have good steak there?
No, I always went to fucking Illusions.
Are they out of business now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't been in a long time.
I think I heard through the
Yeah.
grapevine.
Uh-huh.
Once I got an old lady, I quit going to the strip club so much. I was like,
Dude,
oh,
I never
all right.
liked strip club anyway.
I've only been to strip club twice in my life.
I went twice in one night.
Once was because
I had to go home to get more money.
because your
I
once
went like
because your
3
formal
times, 4
uncle
times.
your former uncle, we were doing siding in Kansas, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go get something to eat?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm starved."
I got good buffet over here.
So he's like, "Well, they say this restaurant's pretty good." We show up, it's a strip club. He's like, "Yeah, but they got good food." Go in there, and he's like, "We're gonna go," and you could pick a side. You could either go the left side,
Smoking or not smoking?
you go the right side, drinking or non-drinking.
Oh, it's even worse.
One's beer, one's juice. He takes me to the juice side. Now, you guys have known me for a long time. I'm already pissed at this point.
Did Ron not drink?
No. Never did.
Huh.
I don't know if
I was too young to notice
I think
things like that.
I think I've only seen him drink maybe a handful of times. Maybe a handful of times. There was a couple times when we went out to Townhouse before they closed it down. Your aunt and uncle would go with us every now and then.
Was that in Marshfield?
No, it's right there on North Glenstone. Right there past the train tracks, just between Division and Kearney.
North side.
No.
So that I seen him drink 2
Dude,
times
you know
there. And then I think I saw him drink at a bar when we were doing that siding thing. He was like, "Yeah, I think an ice cold beer would be good because it was hot as fuck. I mean, just humid, just the whole nine. You just go in, you drink a beer."
Well, you know the only good thing after an ice cold beer? That's another ice cold beer.
Fair.
But you know they're making like a Top Golf.
Around here? Oh, dude, I've wanted to go
Glenstone and Kearney.
forever.
Glenstone
I've
and
wanted
Kearney
to
were the
go.
It's not Top Golf, but it's the same.
But
concept.
it's Top Golf.
Oh my gosh.
It's golf top.
I didn't know it.
He
I
doesn't
didn't
want to
know
go play. He's like, we should go play golf. Or
I'm
said
good.
about golf. I said, let's go. And
I
he's
didn't. No, I said we shouldn't join a club.
like, no,
Dude.
I was just talking about playing.
Dude, I'm going to tell you the story about Top Golf.
You
First
know, last
ever
time I
Top-
played golf, I was in fucking 4th grade before the
Let's
accident.
play, dude.
I'm just telling you that I went to Top Golf for the first time. Friends in Tampa were like, "Let's go to Top Golf." I'm like, "Top Golf? What the hell's Top Golf?" They're like, "Top Golf," and I'm like, "Top Golf?"
You
They're like,
know now
"Top
you know."
Golf. And I was like, "Shit, I don't care." They're like, "It's $58 an hour for the stall." Damn. I'm like, "Wow, this just got expensive." You show up, you get a stall. They give you the clubs. They let you know,
Can you bring your own?
distance. No. Bars right behind you. They got 19th hole, whatever they call it, bringing you drinks all night, and you're just in there and you're just bullshitting. And every now and then you go up and hit a golf
I
ball.
was here for 3 hours.
That's what happens.
Fucking $200 plus my tab.
I'll be there. That's all I'm going for.
And so when it was all said and done, they were like,
I get my balls off and let's do it.
"Do you get your balls off?" I don't know. But I'm telling you, it's one of the funnest things to ever do. And if they ever get it open, I'm going. I promise you that. As soon as they get that shit open, I'm gone. I mean, you just get in there with a stall. You just talk. It's like a nightclub with something to do besides dancing, which
Just
people don't
horrible
dance
at
anymore.
golf.
It doesn't matter.
I don't do it.
You
I
s-
don't.
People
If
dance
you're-
all the time.
If you're
You
terrible,
ever been to
look.
club
If you're
rodeo?
terrible at golf, what you do is you get to the top
Because it goes further.
because it goes further. That's math coming into play right there, boys. You want to hit it 300 yards? Don't go to the bottom.
Go 20 yards up.
Go to the 5th, 6th floor up.
Are they that
They
big?
got a bar on. Yeah, they
I
got a
don't
bar
think
on
that-
this.
I don't think this one's that tall.
It looks about 5.
Well, I think they wouldn't need to be around here. I wouldn't say.
It looks 5 stories tall. So you're gonna get the first one where it's like
Welcome. Give us your money.
Well,
And
they-
they set you up.
I think they have like golf pros that help you with your swing and all that stuff. They work on
shit.
the bottom.
Man, I need to get me a golf coach.
And I think that's what they do. And then you go up, but like
Maybe a bowling coach.
there was a 6 maximum per stall. But but if you wanted a party, that was on the lower floor
I want mine.
at the one I was at.
So I can fucking just hit my balls on.
But I'm telling you, it's nothing but fun. I mean, you get 6 people. That's $10 an hour. Which I don't know about you, but if I go to the casino, I'm spending $100 an hour easy.
I won last time I went.
And then they have the clubs there. They have the balls. I mean, it's just good time. I'm there. I'm in. It's a great place to have just.
Because you get
parties.
points for like chipping it in close to this hole or that hole or long distance or. What do you mean no? There's points.
There's no game.
Yeah, there's a game.
Yeah, there's points.
But you don't get extra. No. Okay. So, yes, they have
Like if you hit it over 200 yards, you get this many points.
the RFID chips
in the balls. Yeah.
in the balls, and when those go to a certain point, yeah, you do. But
proximity to the flag is where you get the most points, right?
when it goes, but I mean the hole's this big. Shit,
And
it's
not like a
down.
real hole.
No, it's not like you're golfing. No, these are just massive targets out there, and it's because they're drunk people. They want to score a lot of points.
Yeah, I want to rack up fucking points, 300 something points.
If you hit the back screen, I think I was getting extra points when I was hitting the back screen and stuff like that. So, and they go 300 yards, and I was hitting the back screen.
The gun to driving range is just fun sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
You just go waste 25 minutes.
And in this case, you don't have to bring any balls. You don't have to rent the balls. You don't have to bring clubs. You don't have to have shoes. You don't have to have anything.
That's what you're paying for.
A bucket of balls is what, like $7?
Yeah.
But so if you went to a driving range,
There's no points. Yeah, I get it.
and it's
You
going
can
to
have a
cost
point system.
and it's going to cost you $10 to get a bucket of balls.
I apologize for that.
It's going to cost you $10 to get a bucket of balls. You have to have your own clubs.
No, you don't.
To go to a driving range.
Yeah, when
They
we
don't
go
furnish
to,
them.
you can
Yeah,
just
really?
pick up driving clubs and stuff.
Oh,
Drivers aren't clubs, are they? Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Drivers, they're all
irons.
irons and clubs.
Irons is the
Irons, drivers are all clubs. Yeah, but I mean, when that opens, we got to go. Just hands down, take the old ladies, find somewhere to stash some kids.
Well,
But anyway,
I think we'll leave it at that. Time to go.
yep. I think it's about time to wrap this up, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got a little parenting advice from me because I was on the cover of Parenting Magazine in June of 1997 and August of 2006.
Dad, if we had to rate your parenting, you'd be on the cover of like 6 magazine. You weren't like 7 good. That you were like the best 6 there was.
If as a parent, I'm a solid 6.
A solid 6.
Sweet.
like 6.999. Like you're almost a 7, but you grounded me one too many times to give you that.
See, you screwed up. You went 6.999, and everybody knows that when you round decimals, it's to 2 places. That's a 7, folks. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 7.
We're not COVID kids in your math class. You're 6.999.
I win.
Anyways, hit the subscribe button,
Yep.
please. Hit the
And
like button.
All right, we had a good time. We'll be back next week.
Go Steelers.
COVID